guys, this is Monday. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mondays here. And today we will be featuring part 2 of What Attracts Man with our special guest, Brandon here, Mr. B Rock. Make sure you follow his social and check out his website. It will be in the link below.
Come on, link below.
Okay guys, we're back after a short break, and the next topic we're going to talk about is accountability in a relationship. How and why should you hold yourself accountable, and what is the importance of accountability?
Wow, mouthful right there. Accountability is the foundation of a healthy conversation in a relationship. To me, because it reminds us to look inside of ourselves first and make sure what we're saying or what we're judging or what we have an issue or challenge with isn't a projection or a reflection. And when we do that first, it opens the door for a better perspective when we're taking in what our partner is telling us, when we're trying to deliver information to them. Being accountable, it just makes it, like how we were saying, like it just makes it so much easier. Like it does. Like when you're talking to somebody and they hold themselves accountable, like they can regurgitate back to you what you were trying to say to them. Like they understand what you're saying. They understand what you think about them, in this moment or about that thing, and then they can say, with that said, now you can take in everything they're about to say because they understand where you're coming from. When you think somebody don't get you, everything they say, you are like, well, yeah, like you just ready to blow up, or ready to, it ain't even got to be all turned up. You can have a calm, unproductive conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just calmly going back and forth in circles in these down tangents and rabbit holes, But accountability, it helps. It helps so much. Yeah.
I agree. I'm a firm believer that if I am ever in a relationship, and I learned this from experience, if I am with someone and they make me, well, I don't know, I'm not going to say that they make me, that because of their actions, I'll allow myself to step out of the character that I am, to step out of the person who I am, then I'm always like, yeah, that relationship is not for me. And I need to hold myself accountable for myself and be like, I gotta go. Cause I'm always one of those persons where I'm like, this is a good trait and a bad trait, I'll agree. And I'm always like, I'm always going to be there for me. Nobody's going to be there for me. I'm going to be there for me. I'm always going to choose me first. That's just, I'm working on it. I'm trying to find a common balance, but when, I was in a relationship where my partner, it was always he would do something, but he flipped the script on me. And for the longest time, I allowed it. And it just got to a point, and I was just like, I can't even he's not holding himself accountable for his action. He knows he's wrong. I know he's wrong. But at the same time, I wasn't holding myself accountable for my actions by letting him get away with the things that he was doing. I wasn't showing up for myself. I'm always flipping something and talking about myself.
No, you going in. You're telling us a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know, that's just my take on accountability when it comes into a relationship. And I like how you mentioned that it's very important because accountability, that was one of the main reasons that broke my past relationship. I don't date much. So it's it took me some time to realize that too, man, he wasn't holding himself accountable for his actions, and at the same time, though, I was putting all the blame on him. Then I realized I was like, I need to hold myself accountable for my own actions too, for treating myself this way.
Mm.
You know? So yeah.
That's the way of looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so we're gonna jump into a little fun segment.
Okay, fine.
And
All right,
this is something new. This is something new.
New shit.
Yeah, new shit. I'm gonna spice it up a bit. This is a little game I created called Deal or No Deal. Yes. Yes, that name already exists, but we're gonna do the Mondays version of it.
Okay.
So how it works is I'm going to say a couple of words, actually just a word or a question or something like that, and you're either gonna have to say deal or no deal. And deal is like you agree with it, no deal be like deal breaker, can't do it.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? You gotta answer quick though, because I want the first answer. I want that fresh, organic answer. Don't be like, let me think about it. No, don't think about it. That like like when somebody asks you a question, that big word that pop up in your head. That one right there. I want that one, the one that's floating up there.
All right, that's a bit.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, deal or no deal? Your partner still checks on their ex. You thought about it.
No deal.
No deal?
Checks? What do you mean checks on my ex? What do you mean checking in?
Checks up on their ex, check up on.
What's their relationship? They just friends?
We're keeping it broad. They check up on their ex.
No deal.
Do you really believe exes can really be friends? I personally don't.
I mean, in my personal experience, that hasn't happened. I'm not friends with like somebody I was like in a real relationship. I'm friends with women we've had relations, and we're friends, or whatever.
That's different though.
Yeah, I guess that's different. Yeah, a relationship, like we was locked in, committed, like we was like thinking about getting married type shit. Yeah, no deal.
See, you thought about it though.
I said no deal. I know, I can't help it. I'm sorry, I lost.
All right, you ready?
Family Feud, yeah.
Cheating when drunk.
Hell no.
But they was drunk.
Whoa, but? There's a but after that?
It was the alcohol.
But I don't play that shit. How about that? How about that? So you put butts in there.
Okay.
But you thought you had the right one, but you don't.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Best friends with the opposite sex.
Deal. Best friend?
Mm-hmm.
And the opposite sex?
Yeah, best friends with the opposite sex. He think about it, y'all.
I guess deal. I feel like I should be your best friend if I'm the opposite sex too.
Oh my gosh.
But or your daddy, it shouldn't be like, why is some guy, what does he offer? I mean, unless he's gay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
No,
Actually, still no, because I've been hearing some stories about that shit. Yeah, so yeah, no. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm a no too.
You guys some friends, you know what I'm saying? They could be cool. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, we gotta be clocking each other like that. So that boils down back to the respect thing, or to the peace rather.
Mm-hmm.
Like the peace aspect. The peace comes in the fact that we're secure in ourselves and secure in our relationship. I ain't gotta worry about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I'm not like clocking your friends or you talking to this person. I don't care about none of that because I know they're not doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and then I have to be that way because I absolutely need my shorty to be that way. In the industry that I'm in, it's shorties everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to. So I need to know that you good because I'm out here not making a fool of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's important to me. So, that goes back to what we were saying, best friend?
Yeah, best friends with the opposite sex.
Best friends with the opposite sex? Again, no deal.
For me.
No deal.
I feel like a requirement for me in a relationship.
I wrote a poem called Best Friend the other night. That's why I'm holding back a lot. Like I literally just wrote a poem. That might be what I spit. That might be what you
spit. Tonight already. Mm-hmm. You said you rehearsed like 1,000 times before you go out there and spit.
But this is,
Okay.
It's exclusive.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just can't. I need a requirement of mine while in a relationship is I need you to be able to provide me with a peace of mind, and I'm not gonna be able to attain that peace of mind with you being best friends with the opposite sex. Like you said, I should be a best friend.
Because the thing is, it can't be I don't know if it can be the best friend, because what qualifies as the best friend is the things that they know, and I feel like I need to know everything about the best friend, but the best friend don't need to know everything about us. You feel me?
Yeah.
That because when you say that's the best friend, then that means you're gonna tell them things that I don't even know.
That's true.
Like, and so who you, and I feel like we in a relationship, loyalty is a big part of our relationship. Like we gotta be on the same page, especially if we're gonna be married, joined together. We gotta be on the same page about pretty much everything. Like we might not agree, but we gotta be on the same page about what it is. So best friend, that's a strong term.
That is.
Best friend, these nuts.
I agree. Those nuts, best friend them. Okay. All right, you ready?
It's supposed to be rapid.
I know. Your nun.
It's a light simmer.
I like this better though. You're going into details. Okay, so dating someone with kids that aren't yours.
One kid is cool. It depends how old they are. And it depends on where I'm at in my journey. Say I'm lonely. Say I end up being lonely till I'm 50 years old. Like, it's going to be hard to find somebody my age who don't have at least 1 or 2 kids. Like, and how old are they? Like, all of them over 18 out the house? Okay, who gives a fuck? I know a woman. So I know a woman, she's like 38. And no, she's like 36. She had a child mad young. He's 18. He's out the house. Her life has started over. She has a kid, but her life is pretty much, she's free. She can do whatever she wants, So she has a kid. I wouldn't not talk to her if that's who I wanted to talk to, So, yeah, I feel like a kid isn't a deal breaker. So, yeah, deal.
Age matters to me. Like, if they little kids, I'm good. I'm going to keep moving. But, if I'm dating an older guy and he has older kids, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with that.
I hear women say that, and then they have a kid, and then they're the woman, the parent with the kid that is looking for a person.
Well, the thing is about me, I am very, what's the word? I am very, no, I don't want to insult anybody, but I'm not going to have a child out of wedlock.
I feel that.
So, and
love to do some things
let's
to you, though.
say that me and my spouse, we end up splitting up and we have this kid together. When I start dating again, I'm not going to be looking for a father for my child. And I met that a lot in men who have younger kids who try to approach me. Like, this guy took me on a date one time, and as he was, we were just talking, and he was asking me about my dreams and aspirations. And I was just telling him, these are my goals, and this is how I plan on achieving them and everything. And this man, he looks at me, and he goes, this is not his real child's name. He goes, you would make a great mother to my Shaquana. And I was like, what? Like, that is not my intent,
Right.
Like, and obviously that shows me too, you're not really interested in me, you're interested in the fact that I would be a good influence on your child. Like, I'd be a good mothering figure to her. So I try to stay away from people who are looking for someone to mother their child.
I mean, I got twins, but I don't claim them, so I feel like with that, I'm playing. You said, nigga, what? Hilarious, right? I mean, because I thought about it, like, because I try to put myself in those shoes, like, what if I had kids? What if I had kids, and say the mother was crazy, or whatever, I would be in that type of mode. I wouldn't be like necessarily, that would be in the forefront of my mind. Like, I feel like if you're dating me, you dating us, You know, if I got, and no matter how old they are, you know, like if they 18, then we good. It's a bet. You know, they probably gone. You know, hopefully. If not, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Take as long as you need. But you gonna be 30 here. Like, yeah, we don't know crazy shit. Like we gonna give you. I know they're gonna be out by 18 or prior because I'm gonna give my kids the tools to want to go and explore this world and to make sure that they're the best person to go do it. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that. So they'll probably be out by 18. But if they're out, you know, that's one thing. But if they're in the house, then like you dating us, you know, you dating us. So yeah.
No, I get what you're saying with that.
I almost talked to a shorty. I was talking to a shorty for like a hot second. It was only a couple of weeks. Who had a kid? She had a kid, and she said she was celibate, and then like we stopped talking. And like maybe like 7 minutes later, she was pregnant. I was like, okay, I don't know how that works, but
She said celibate, not celibate. You heard her wrong.
Celibate.
Yeah, it's just a mispronunciation.
What's
I'm not sure what the definition of celibate is either, but
she was looking for somebody to buy a bit. That's what it was. Okay, that's a bit.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. That's my take. I'm like. I want to build a family with someone. And, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with single parents. It's just, that's just not a life I intend for myself or, you know, I want to be in because I feel like I'm going into a ready-made family. And it's like with those cases and there's always another mother figure in the equation. And if I am dating someone, like I'm not gonna date someone who has, you know, that crazy baby mama. That's just not for me. I'm not gonna entertain that. It's like
What if that's not the case?
Oh, then you are like that's a requirement for me. Like if I was to ever be with someone with a child, like I would want to have a friendship with the mother of his child, like a respect or understanding that be like if I am there and her child is around me and her child disrespects me, I'm gonna look to her to discipline her child for that. And if I ever become, you know, a single mother and, you know, the father of my child is with another woman, that's the expectation I'm gonna have of myself too. Like I'll never let the woman that these roles are just killing me. The woman that my child's father is with be, you know, disrespected because I feel like the person who I have a child with, I know what kind of man he's going to be because I know the kind of man that I attract and I'm interested in, and he would never just bring this random woman around our child. Like, well, okay, I need to watch her because she's obviously not the one. So we need to take a break.
I got a little bit more time.
Okay.
But,
Okay, let's hurry up. We almost done. Yeah. All right, next question. Okay, open relationship, deal or no deal?
I would say deal if we're on the same page about what that means. So I've never, and the only reason I'm saying deal is because I've never been in an open relationship ever. But I had a sugar mama once, and she really, I know my life's wild, and she really opened my mind about open relationships and what that really means. You know, like a lot of times we just automatically say a closed relationship because there's a deep-seated insecurity about sharing our spouse, and that's kind of heavy to swallow. It was heavy for me to swallow when I first heard it, but and so people don't even realize that women in Africa actually started polygamy. You know, like that was started by women. You know, like and it was.
I understand the reasoning why. Like,
right. You know,
I just don't feel like it. You go to her, but. You know.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't even like that. It was more so. It was more so out of survival. You know, they did it for survival reasons. Men was going to war, getting killed, and like we physical. We always out dying doing some shit. You know, like and there was a huge shortage. It was like 5. It was only like 5 to 1. It wasn't even Atlanta's like it's like 7 to 1, 10 to 1, 13 to 1, 20 to 1 in a lot of spaces. You know, depending on where you at in your life as a man. This is the numbers you're working with. So even in the very worst case, you're working with like 5-1, or 4-1, in the worst possible cases. But theirs was like, it was like 5-1, and the women, the elders decided that, okay, we have to like sister wives, we have to like click up a little bit, because there's only 500 men and there's 2,500 women. What are we gonna do? So they did that out of survival, but there was standards in place. So so polygamy and an open relationship, those are two different things, right? So an open relationship is just like me and you, we are monogamously together, but we go out and play, or it's whatever level they have, and for me, I'm such a pleaser in the bedroom, and I'm so open to so many things that you're not even gonna want to do that. Like you're gonna be okay with it just being us. Typically, when I hear open relationship, it's just so they can go fuck other people. It's not necessarily so they can go invest and build or whatever in other people. Which it also used to encompass. It's kind of gained this kind of perverted I guess stigma on it, because people just use it for fucking reasons. But it was an economic decision. It was a survival decision. It was a social decision. In order to keep everybody calm and chill and not being so catty all the time, can we come up with a system where we're okay with sharing this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why it was done. And I feel like if it was reversed, it would have been the same way the other way around. Like if it's all these men and there's only a little bit of women, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, you know what I'm saying? Women should be able to take multiple husbands if they want to, The dynamics, the biology messes it up a little bit because women are inserted, men are penetrating, you know what I'm saying? So like that's why that kind of gets jumped up a little bit. But like I said, that's only from that physical standpoint, that sexual standpoint, but from an economic, survival, social standpoint, it makes sense, So for me, if she was open to it, it'd be cool. I would just challenge her. Like what are the reasons so we can have sex with other people, or like so we can have threesomes, or so we can have what are we doing, and why are we doing it? Like why do we feel the need to do that? Because I know that I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure you're not even gonna be hungry in that type of space. So
I won't do it. The village can burn.
The village can burn. I mean, of course. I mean, absolutely. There were some women that were probably like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna just be by myself.
Yep.
And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Independent.
Right. Go ahead and be independent. It's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? These women over here, they surviving, got legacies, they got farms, they got churches, they got, you know what I'm saying? They got everything. They got a community, they got a village, they got.
I think that's like a time piece.
They got love.
It's not economics. Economics isn't a factor anymore. It's solely based off sexual.
But it should be though, because we're so economically backwards as a community. It don't make no sense.
And we will always be economically backwards. Being in an open relationship is not gonna save that.
I mean, like I said, it depends on if we talk about open relationship or we talk about polygamy. Open relationship, I feel like, is an extension of polygamy. You know what I'm saying? So, and so we go back to what is that? Polygamy, polygyny, polygamy. All of that. What does it really mean? What are we trying to get done? So, yeah, man, I'm with 1 million black men in jail or in 2 million under some correctional control. The odds is against us, like as far as like those numbers are concerned, those ratios are like that because a lot of us are, in jail or on probation or mentally fucked up or disabled and can't even participate in society. So there is a shortage. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength of that, there's a shortage. And then you have women who have these standards that are way above what the average black man can even achieve, based on the circumstances. It makes the number even smaller. So you talk about the men who are eligible to, engage with a woman in marriage and all this other happy shit, versus the women who are ready to do that. Whew. We gotta make a decision.
All right, next question. Deal or no deal? Bad credit.
Deal, because I can teach you how to get good credit.
No deal. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, nobody's
making bad life choices.
What if it,
I'm
might
just
not,
kidding.
might not
I'm
be,
just
no. I mean, you're correct, but that doesn't mean. So it's not your fault that you're ignorant about certain things. It's just your responsibility to do something about it. When I had bad credit, when I was talking to this shorty in North Carolina, and she let me hear it about me having bad credit, like it got my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, she didn't say here you can boom, 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 boom. I did that on my own. You know,
Yeah.
but it's that's like the numbers don't matter. It's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? The numbers don't matter. It's the mindset. It's because it's people who got bad credit who out here got more money than people who got good credit. You know what I'm saying? More capital, more access than people who got bad credit. There's some people who don't even use their credit to do nothing that they do in their life, and they getting it. They out here making it. You know, so and good credit don't mean you're a good person.
Guys, my answer was a joke.
You know, good credit don't mean you're a good person. You know, like, yeah, oh, they got good credit. Okay, they're achieving in one area of their life. I know people that's achieving in one area of their life. You know,
what about the others?
Yeah, right. What about the others? You know, what's going on the inside? Do you have good social credit? Like, you know, I don't know if you watch Black Mirror. There's this episode about social credit, like, you know, and it's about how you treat people. Like, how you treat people determines if your credit goes up and down. And it affects your ability to get houses, to get cars, to get these different possessions.
My credit will be amazing. Black Widow's on to something.
Yeah. Black Mirror. No, Black Mirror, yeah. Black Museum? Black Mirror, yeah.
As you see, I don't have a TV in here. I don't watch TV.
Yeah, in fact, I don't watch TV. Yeah.
But yeah, that's not bad, man. My credit would be through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so deal or no deal. Partner doesn't want kids.
At all? Like, we can't even adopt kids?
They don't want kids.
No deal.
No deal?
I'm building a legacy.
It's funny, like, I don't really care for kids, but I want to have kids because I want to build that legacy to pass on my life experiences, because like I have worked too hard, and I'm working too hard to not be able to pass on this generational wealth to anybody. Like, I'm just like, the way I have lined up my life, there's no way that I'm not going to succeed, and I would like to pass that on to someone. So I was like, fuck, I don't really want one of them, but I guess I have one. I don't know. I got a dog. My friend said it'll help me. Look, I know. My friend was like, it'll help you be more of a loving person, because I'm not really the caring, loving kind of person. It's just not in my personality. She was like, don't worry, Delilah's gonna help you work on that. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. We're working on it. We laid on the couch together the other day. So, yeah. Sex on the first date, deal or no deal?
Deal if we bought that life, but if we not. You know, like, I mean, because my thing is, I mean, I prefer not. You know, like I had a rule. I broke it once. That's why I say I had a rule, but I only broke it once. But I had a rule that, I still can say I have a rule that I don't like to do it on the first time. Like, the first time needs to be just, I want to come back to you, and it not just be because of sex, because we had sex. I want to come back to you because I was feeling something else. You know, like, if I'm coming back, it's because I was feeling something else, the spiritual, the mental, whatever it was, the conversation. And sex just complicates that. You know, like, the faster you do it, the faster it's going to complicate things. You know, really, to be honest. You know, that's why I was like celibate for like 5 months, like 4 or 5 months, and it wound up being broken with somebody who had been celibate as well. You know, and it gives you so much more clarity. Like, you know this person on a deeper level. You know. Anyway, but yeah, I like to. I'm patient with it.
I got you.
But you know, whatever.
I don't know. I feel like I'm one of those people. Like, I'm like, if you want to have sex, you go have sex. It's all on you. Whether it works out, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I also believe that once sexual tension enters the room at a early stage, it's hard to get that sexual tension out the room. So it's like, as you're growing your relationship, because sexual tension was already introduced, it makes it hard for other things to step into the room. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's build on how we feel about each other spiritually and mentally, and you over here like, God is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, sexual tension is always gonna be right there. Like, so. Okay,
I think that's okay because
God as a reference.
So my thing is this though. I mean, you hit it right on the nail because that's the creator, and sex is the tool of creation. You know, it's the activity of creation. So I don't undermine. I think sometimes we tend to undermine what sex is and what it's supposed to do and the influence that it has over us. It's supposed to be that strong because that's how strong we have a desire to create. The desire has to be that strong in order for life to sustain, you know, in order for humanity to continue to us to have generation to generation. Sex is at the source of that, you know what I'm saying?
That is true.
You know, so I think it's very okay that, you know, if sex helps bring a couple together, this is an unpopular opinion, but if sex helps bring them together, I don't see nothing wrong with the fact that people have this burning desire to want to create life together. You know, because even though they're pulling out or have a condom or whatever, that's ultimately what they want to do. What we want to do is reproduce. That's what we want. We want kids. We want to see another us and see us keep going even as we gone and it's still going. That's what we want. You know, we just kind of remove that stuff for financial reasons, survival reasons, whatever. We curb our desire, and what happens when we engage fully in that desire, which is coming inside of her and she has a child. You know, we cut that short because of societal reasons, but that's really what we want. You know, when we horny, if we want to create, you know what I'm saying? If we want to create, you know, we want to create, and that's done through the sexual tension. You know, that tension is what that is. You know, it's just knowing how to control it, you know, knowing how to be appropriate with it, you know, like, and understanding that it's an important part. It's the most important part, but it's not everything, you know, like, so, you know.
I like a lot of people can't distinguish the two, but it just being an important part and not being everything. Like, I feel like that's where the issue comes into play, because when it comes to sex, it's like, I've already gotten it, so I'm expecting to get it again. Like, it becomes like an expectation, pretty much. Like, you know, like, we've already done it, so why would you be like, no, let's not do it this time when we've already done it? Like, you know, I mean, I want to sit here and talk. What do you want to talk about? God.
That should be okay. If we just want to talk, that's cool. We should be able to talk. Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay. Uh-oh, I got one more question left.
Okay.
Boom, you ready? This is the big one.
Shit.
Deal or no deal? She says she don't do condoms.
Deal. What you mean? Yeah, I'm glad we had to have that talk. No, because here's my thing. For people who like really out there sexually active like that, yeah, you should be strapped up because the statistics are crazy. You know what I'm saying? But somebody like me, I'm not even going to have sex with you if I feel like you might have something, you know, or if I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell me everything beforehand and I know what I'm getting myself into, that's one thing. But I don't believe that I would have sex with a woman who would have something that wouldn't say something to me beforehand. You know, or that would be out there that they wouldn't even know, and then, you know, we got to find out on the back end. Like, I wouldn't even get that far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very picky, extremely picky about that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about that. And I haven't had to my entire life. You know, like, I've only been having sex since I was 18. And I had sex one time, but didn't have sex again until I was 19. So really, since I was 19 years old.
Oh, how old are you? I didn't even ask.
I'm 32.
You 32? Oh, snap. You aging good. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about. Black and crack.
Yeah, fruits and berries. Yeah.
That's good. The thing is with me, I prefer to have sex with condoms all the time, and that's because I've spent most of my life on birth control. I have been on birth control since I was like 14 years old. Like, I turned 14, my period came, she rushed me down to the what they call it, the gynecologist, put me on birth control, and I just got off birth control maybe 3 years ago. And you know, when it comes to my partners, I'm very picky and choosy about my partners. And so I would say now, like the past partner that I was with, my ex, we had been together like 6 years. So, but like after him, and I was still on birth control a lot with him, and I just came off a couple years ago, and with that, with my body regulating and everything right now, I don't want to have kids right now. Like it's not a part of my life plan. So I'm not more so worried about my partner giving me like something transmitted or anything like that. I'm more so worried about he's just in there and he was like, he's hitting it and he's like, damn, Amber, Keisha, Mark, Michael, like he picking out baby names. And I'm like, I'm not reliant. I'm not one of those people who's about to be relying on no pull-out game. So I'm just like, no, we use protection at all times.
Yeah, so mine is ridiculously amazing, and that's because I was traumatized when I was 18, which is why I didn't have sex again until I was 19. Yeah, so
everybody always believe in their pull-out game until you find that one that have you back there like, damn, Amber, Mark, Michael, you know what, Brandon Jr., he's gonna be a junior.
That's not gonna happen, because because 19 would have been 13 years, it hasn't happened. but I mean, so those first 7-8 years, yeah, I was condoms all day, you know, but when I started getting to relationships, no. But what happened was I was about to say freshman year, when I was 18, I had sex and the condom broke, and I came like all in. This is my first time having sex. Pregnancy scare on the first time.
Oh man.
Traumatized me, you know, so I'm no. No. If I'm doing it, it's because we are on the same page that that's what we want to do. You know, like, so, yeah, that's, no. No surprises. No surprises.
Yeah, that is, and that's the last one. So we are about to wrap up this video, and I want to ask you, do you mind, giving us a piece,
Little poetry? Yeah, we can say a couple bars.
Let's see, hold on. Don't downplay your action. You about to give us some big poetry. We don't do little poetry.
So yeah, I say little poetry because poetry is little poetry. But if we talking about big poetry, we're talking about spoken word. So yeah, we can get into some spoken word real quick.
You know where I was going. Guys, these damn poets.
No, spoken. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I say that because I feel like I'm charged with responsibility of putting respect on spoken word's name.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken word gets swept under the umbrella of poetry. And we don't know, and we're just not informed of this, but spoken word actually came before poetry. Mm-hmm. So when we say performance poetry to describe spoken word, it's almost like we're saying the daughter is older than the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's performance poetry. No, like, this Big Mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's written spoken word. You know what I'm saying? Like, poetry is written spoken word. So I'm not a poet. I'm a spoken word poet or a spoken word artist. So yeah, I'm charged with the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So,
we don't know.
Nobody knows, right? I didn't even know.
If we were actual artists,
yeah,
we don't know.
Absolutely,
yeah. Educate us.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'll share a piece, a piece that I have in my heart. I'm actually about to perform this as soon as I go from here to the spot.
To the spot. Exclusive.
Yeah. It's not new shit, but it's definitely relevant shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Damn, I got a couple pieces in my head right now. Love, music, and words.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna do it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to? I can put the camera solid on you. Oh, you gonna do it while I'm sitting right here?
We're good.
Love, music, and words while I'm sitting right here.
Yep.
That is so cute. It's like you about to speak to me. Oh my gosh.
She has cushions. She has buttons that I like pushing. Song notes drip from her pores and makes her aura sing. It sounds like sweet dreams and beautiful nightmares. She made me so addicted to my fantasies that I daydream while sleeping at night. I want double the fix. double the pleasure. She made me write another love poem when all I had was hate in my heart. She studies dance, music, Photoshop, and religion in pursuit of becoming God's greatest image, because when I looked at her, I saw the beginning. I saw why Adam had no choice but to taste things so forbidden, because I'll go through a lifetime of sin if it means I can be with you. Just like Adam, I never met someone who used the bad of bass and the good of treble to create love. Someone who wouldn't run after I take the bullet, but will pull my knife out and cut respect in those who try to tarnish it. Someone who would steal with me when we hungry, so the stomach growls don't interrupt our peaceful sleep. Just like Adam, I realized I had free will, and I sought satisfaction. Love, music, and words. I love music and words. I love your clefts, your curves. I love your details that hold flaws and all. I would match those with kisses and compliment anything you thought was wrong with everything that feels so right. Chivalry died, so I would give you life, because in all of my darkness, God gave me you, the light.
Yo, I just had a whole poem spoken to me right now. Oh my gosh. All right. Just light right here.
Come on, Blow.
Thank you. That was amazing,
Thank you.
though. I
Thank
loved it. That's what you're going to do tonight? Okay. Just when you get up there,
It's
make
looking
sure
like
you
it.
say, this is for Monday.
Shout out to Monday on a Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, on a Wednesday.
I got you.
All right, so thank you for that, and we are going to wrap it up. I just want to thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for showing support. I really appreciate it, on my YouTube channel.
For sure, all day.
But
Subscribe.
Yes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, this is Mr. B Rock over here. Go follow him on his social. You have on Instagram?
You can go to my website, therockstarpoet.com.
Rockstarpoet.com. Get with it. But yeah, thank you so much for showing up.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate
It was
that.
love.
And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I am your host Monday. Follow me at Your Fave Monday. And remember, peace, love, and happiness, and love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, honey, I love you.
Come on. Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me stop this with my remote. Don't let this. It's recording now.
Oh.
Okay,
All right,
you ready?
all right,
Okay. Okay, hi guys, welcome to the.
Here you go.
All right, so we're back, and the next topic we're gonna discuss is accountability.